Senior mechanic tries to scam undercover lady CEO. Instantly regrets it. Transmission's done, Charlie muttered, not even looking her in the eye. That'll be $2,000, maybe more. Sam stood still, her hoodie slightly soaked from the rain outside, arms crossed, jaw clenched. She didn't flinch. For a car that's barely 2 years old? She asked calmly. Charlie smirked. Yeah, well, you wouldn't want it breaking down in traffic, would you? Might as well replace a few other parts while we're at it. Sam stared at him silently. The room was loud with drills and revving engines, but her silence made it louder for Charlie. She finally nodded. Okay, go ahead. I'll wait. Behind those calm eyes, she was fuming. They picked the wrong woman. Harmony Auto was more than just a business to Sam. It was her father's legacy, his pride and joy. She grew up in the garage, her tiny hands gripping tools as her father taught her the mechanics of engines and the values of hard work. His voice still echoed in her mind. Trust is everything, Sam. Treat every customer like family, and they'll keep coming back. Her father built this place from the ground up. It started as a small, rundown repair shop in the heart of town, but under his steady hands, it blossomed into a trusted chain that spanned 3 states. Customers didn't just bring their cars, they brought their trust, knowing they would leave with not only a repaired vehicle, but a smile and a fair deal. But when he passed away, everything changed. Sam had always been the one to follow in her father's footsteps, but now the weight of his legacy rested on her shoulders. Taking over as CEO was never part of the plan. She had always envisioned herself working in the trenches, hands covered in grease, not sitting behind a desk. But the world doesn't always give you the choice. The first few months after her father's death were a blur of board meetings, phone calls, and trying to keep the company afloat. At first, things seemed okay, but slowly whispers started to spread. The reviews came in. Overpriced repairs, untrustworthy service, charged for parts that weren't needed. Sam felt the sting of every complaint like a punch to the gut. This wasn't just business. It was her father's heart, his sweat and blood that built this empire. To see it tarnished like this felt personal. She felt the shame of every customer who walked out feeling cheated. She couldn't ignore it anymore. And Sam made a decision that no one would see coming. She couldn't just sit in her office, staring at spreadsheets, pretending everything was fine. No, she needed to see it for herself. The very thought of being seen as a distant, out-of-touch CEO, just another suit in a corporate tower, made her sick. So she did the unthinkable. She threw on an old hoodie, faded jeans, and drove her clunker of a car to one of her own shops. She wanted to hear what was happening on the ground without anyone recognizing her as the CEO, without anyone trying to impress her or sugarcoat the truth. No one would know her name. No one would know her face. She'd be just another customer, unseen, unheard, and unnoticed. But what she found inside that shop would break her heart. The rain had just started to pour when Sam pulled into the Harmony Auto Garage lot, parking her beat-up old sedan beside a row of shiny customer cars. She sat for a moment, gripping the steering wheel. Her knuckles were white. This wasn't just about gathering intel. It was about her father's legacy. She looked through the windshield at the old Harmony Auto sign. Her heart ached. He had built this place with his bare hands, one wrench at a time. She adjusted the worn-out hoodie over her head, grabbed her keys, and stepped out into the rain. Inside, the shop buzzed with noise. Pneumatic tools whining, engines revving, mechanics shouting over the din. Oil slicks marked the floor. The air reeked of gasoline, grease, and something far worse: greed. At the front counter stood Charlie, the senior mechanic. Stocky, mid-50s, oil-stained overalls, and a permanent scowl carved into his face. A man who had once been trusted by her father. Now he barely glanced up from a clipboard as Sam approached. Charlie, gruffly. Yeah? Sam calmly. Hi. My car's making a grinding noise when I shift. I think it might be the transmission. Charlie finally looked at her. A woman in a soaked hoodie, no makeup, jeans and sneakers. Just another broke customer, he thought. Charlie, chuckling. Transmission, huh? Let me guess, you Google that? Sam, no. I grew up working on cars. Charlie, mocking. Oh yeah? Bet you know where the blinker fluid goes too. One of the younger mechanics snorted. Sam didn't flinch. Sam, can you take a look or not? Charlie, waving her off. Sure. Don't get your hoodie in a twist. He scribbled something on a clipboard and shoved it toward her. Charlie, sign this. Authorizes the checkup. If it's what I think, you're looking at a couple grand. Maybe more if we find anything else. Sam, raising an eyebrow. You mean if there's anything else wrong? Charlie, smirking. Lady, you brought in a clunker. Something's always wrong. She nodded, jaw tight. Sam, fine. I'll wait. She wasn't just angry, she was on a mission now. And if stories like this pull you in, you're going to want to stick around. Sam's story is just one of many undercover investigations we've uncovered. So hit subscribe, and after this video, check the description for more real undercover CEO stories that'll blow your mind. Now back to Sam. She took a seat in the grimy waiting area. The fan above her clicked with every slow rotation. Her fingers tapped restlessly on the cracked armrest. Every second that passed, she could feel it, her father's name being dragged through the mud. Across the room, Charlie leaned to a younger employee and snickered. Charlie, snickering. That one's a live one. Gave her the old transmission scare. Bet she doesn't even know what a dipstick is. Sam stared at her phone but listened closely. Her stomach turned. The door jingled. An older woman entered, mid-60s, rain clinging to her coat, holding her purse like it might disappear. Her voice was barely above a whisper. Older woman. Hi. My car makes a clicking noise when I turn. I thought maybe it was just the tire. Charlie, not even looking up. Leave the keys, might be your steering rack. Maybe suspension. Could be expensive. Older woman. I hope not. I'm on a fixed income and… Charlie, cutting her off. We'll let you know. Have a seat. Sam's hands clenched into fists. Her father used to bring customers coffee and a smile. 30 minutes passed. Charlie returned with a printout. Charlie. Bad news. Rack and pinions shot. Control arms too. Totals $2,400. We'll need half up front. Older woman, shocked. $2,400? I was just here. They said it was fine. Charlie, shrugging. Should have caught it then. Things wear out fast. You want it fixed or not? Tears brimmed in the woman's eyes. Charlie, coldly. If it breaks down on the freeway, that's on you. Sign here. That was it. Sam stood. Her chair screeched backward. The room fell quiet. Charlie, confused. Something wrong? Sam walked toward the woman and knelt beside her. Sam, softly. Ma'am, don't sign anything. Older woman, trembling. But I need my car. I can't get to the pharmacy otherwise. Sam looked up. Her voice dropped an octave, quiet but piercing. Sam. How dare you? Charlie blinked. Charlie. Excuse me. Sam stood slowly. She pulled back her hoodie, and the room changed. Gasps. Mechanics stopped moving. The young tech dropped a wrench with a clang. Charlie's eyes widened in horror. Sam, clear sharp. I said, how dare you? Charlie, stammering. Wait, no, you can't be. Sam. Samantha Hart, CEO of Harmony Auto, daughter of the man who built this shop with calloused hands and a good heart. And I just watched you spit on everything he stood for. Charlie's face drained of color. Sam, tears welling. My father used to say every car had a story, that people came here because they trusted us, not because they had money to burn. And you turned this place into a scam factory. Charlie tried to speak, but she cut him off. Sam, fierce. You preyed on a woman who's barely getting by? You laughed behind my back. You insulted a legacy. She turned to the older woman and took her hand. Sam, gently. You owe nothing. Your car will be inspected properly, free of charge. Charlie. Look, I didn't know, okay? I thought… Sam, firm. You didn't care. That's worse. She raised her phone and snapped a picture of the inflated invoice. Sam. Effective immediately. You're fired. Your access is revoked. Security will escort you out. Charlie looked around, hoping someone would intervene. No one met his gaze. Sam, voice trembling. I trusted you. My father trusted you. Charlie backed away in silence, his boots echoing against the concrete as he disappeared into the garage. The shop was silent. Sam, to the staff. If anyone else here's been part of this mess, speak now. Because I'm rebuilding this place from the ground up. A young mechanic stepped forward, voice shaky. Young mechanic, I wanted to speak up, but I didn't think anyone cared. Sam, nodding. I care. And from today on, we do things right. In the corner, the older woman wiped tears from her eyes. Older woman, softly. Your father fixed my car 20 years ago. Didn't charge me, said I reminded him of his mother. Sam's expression broke into a gentle smile. Sam, that sounds like him. She hugged the woman tightly, blinking back tears. Around her, the crew stood still, some ashamed, some quietly inspired. Sam to everyone. No more lies, no more scams. This place is going back to what it was meant to be. She looked around, at the grease, the silence, the hope beginning to stir. Sam, softly. Here's the truth. It's easy to charge people more. It's harder to earn their trust, but that's the work that matters. That's the legacy I want to leave. And in that moment, Harmony Auto took its first honest breath in years.